guys, welcome back to the Nurse Nook. I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk about some of the hardest parts of nursing school. Now this isn't only my opinion, but I've asked a lot of other nursing students and the nursing students that I went to school with, and this is generally what everyone says is the hardest part. So I am going to be talking about the 4 hardest parts and how to overcome them, so stay tuned. So this first one is probably one of the most challenging ones, and I know for me personally was the most challenging part of nursing school for me, and that is learning how to answer NCLEX style questions. So if you have heard anything about nursing school, you probably have heard the questions are extremely tough, and that they're tough because they're not like your other regular type of questions. The NCLEX style questions really want to test your critical thinking. So they're not going to ask you, what is this? Show me this bone. What does this muscle do? They're going to ask you questions that are going to make you think. And generally, most of the time, a lot of the answer choices are correct, which is like mind-blowing because you're so used to going through and like eliminating no way, no way, no way. A lot of the answer choices are going to be correct, but you as a nurse need to figure out which one is most correct. So how I learned pretty much how to answer these questions is go in a list in my head and think of what is going to kill this patient first. That is how they want you to think. They want you to think of the most critical thing that could happen to the patient, and that's what you want to take care of first. For example, if a patient is showing VTAC on a heart monitor, but they are complaining that their big toe hurts, and the question is, what are you going to do first as a nurse? Yes, you want to address the toe pain eventually, but they're in VTAC and they are not going to survive if you don't intervene immediately. So that's what they want to see, that you can think through the process, can think of what is going to harm your patient first and what you need to intervene and take care of first. Another thing that can really help with this, and what helped me, is doing a ton of practice questions. I noticed in nursing school that what set apart some of the people that were doing well and the people that weren't doing as well was typically the people that were doing well are people that did a lot of practice questions. And because if you think about it, there are only a certain amount of things that they can ask you, right? So if you continually do practice questions, you're gonna start seeing some of the questions repeated, and they're gonna be asked differently, but they're asking you about the same thing pretty much. So when you keep doing practice questions and you see how they're asking and what they're looking for, when you get to the test, you already are a step up because you have practiced the information and applied it with your critical thinking skills. So another hard part about nursing school, which I'm sure a lot of people relate to, especially me when I was in school, is when you're a college student, your funds are low. And especially when you are in nursing school, your funds are even lower because you don't have the time to work as much as you probably did before. So one of the hardest parts is budgeting your money. Not only budgeting your money, but budgeting your money when you are low on cash. So an easy way to budget your money is make a weekly spending budget, right? So say you have, you make $200 a month, whatever it is. Put a limit on yourself and say, okay, each week I'm only gonna spend $20, whatever it is, right? So take out that $20 from your bank account and keep it in cash. So whenever you run out of that $20 in cash, you're like, okay, I'm done. I have no more money. I reached my budget for the week. Now, you do have to be very disciplined to have that kind of budget mindset, but there's so much stress that comes with nursing school. You don't need money to be added on top of that. So learn how to budget. And also, there is this site that I found. It's called Inbox Dollars. And basically what it is you take surveys on it, and it helps companies make their products better, and you can watch TV on it, play games, all of this for like cash. And not only cash, but I think you get gift cards as well. It's a great way to make some cash, and especially as students, when you're not working full-time and you don't have that RN degree yet and you're not making RN money, it's a great way to just earn some extra cash. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave the link down below. Another one of the hardest parts of nursing school is managing your time. This is another big one because nursing school comes with a lot. Not only is it a lot of coursework, but there's also clinicals that comes with it, and the amount of studying that comes with it is a little bit overwhelming. So most people do not only have school to focus on. A lot of people have jobs, families, kids, it's a lot to manage. So a good way to manage your time is, I say this so much, but I promise you it really helps. Make a planner or whatever it is, a calendar, whatever floats your boat. You need something to write down so you can see in paper and plan out your time. So a good way to use your planner is to make time blocks. What I mean by time blocks is carve out time of your day to dedicate to studying, to dedicate to working out, to dedicate to reading, spending time with your family, whatever it is. It makes you stay on top of your game and it makes you not push things off, because when you write things down and say, okay, I'm studying from 2 to 4 on this day, it kind of pushes you to check that off and make sure you're studying, because when you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to study tomorrow, tomorrow comes, it's 2 o'clock, nothing, 5 o'clock, nothing. Okay, I'll just study tomorrow. You keep pushing it off, but when you see in your schedule, you have time blocked out from this time to this time, I need to be doing this. It makes you more on top of your game and making sure you're getting your stuff done. What comes with managing your time is to cut out unnecessary things. So I was a big problem when it came to this, but cut out unnecessary time on your phone, surfing Instagram, surfing the web, on Twitter. That is just time you are wasting away, because before you know it, you're like an hour deep into Instagram on like Susie's cousin's ex-wife's husband's page, and you don't even know how you got there, and now you're so into their life. Save yourself time. You can search on Instagram after you get your degree. Right now, you need to be focused. Finally, the fourth hardest part of nursing school is managing stress and anxiety. I suffered from a lot of anxiety when I was in nursing school. I had anxiety prior to starting, but when I got in, it just like multiplied. A lot of nursing students tend to be stressed out because nursing school does come with a lot. You have no time, you have all this stuff to study, some stuff you don't understand. Maybe you're not doing good in your classes, you're stressed about all these tests you have piled up. It's a lot. It is a lot. So a good way to manage that is make sure you are taking time out for yourself. Yes, you should be studying a lot, but maybe, like I said before, do your little time blocks of studying and have one day where you do absolutely nothing nursing related. You go get your nails done, you do your nails yourself, have a little spa day at home with your DIY mask. Go ride a bike, go read, whatever you enjoy doing, do that. You need your time for yourself. You need some quiet time. You need some time to treat yourself, because you are working so hard for this degree or whatever it is that you're doing, and you need that time. I know a lot of nursing students get test anxiety right before they take the test. So what I used to do before I went in and took my test, I used to play with my friends, and then when I sat down to take it, I would just close my eyes, do my deep breathing exercises, in through my mouth, or sorry, don't listen to that, in through my nose, out through my mouth, slow my breathing, and I would tell myself, I know all this information, I've studied enough, I've done practice questions, all the information is in my head, and all the answers are right in front of me. I just need to choose the right ones. So you need to just relax yourself and just know that you're working towards something. So it's stressful now, but I promise it'll be all worth it soon. So that is the end of the video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.